I'm not sure when it died, but I just looked up and it was off. I'm finished, and basically some tips for this. This is I bought these at Harbor Freight. So Central Machinery Universal Tool Stand. They're adjustable about 3 different heights, so I could have made these legs a little longer, but I wanted them short, so I left them as short as I could. Built one earlier, you can see it here, and I've already put a shelf in this one and a top on this one. I'm going to put my sander on top of here. On this one, I need to put a shelf and a top on it, and I got to dig through some wood and figure out what I'm going to use. But I've got a table router, router table. That's what they call it. Router table needs to go on here. I just don't use it very much because it's buried back in the bowels of my shop here. So there we go. Some tips on putting these things together. Since this is made in China, I'm sure the bolts here are very soft and got nylon nuts, so that's nice. But definitely put it on your lowest setting for your driver, and let the clutch engage so you don't overspin them, and strip them out, because they will strip out pretty easy. And then keep them loose. You may have noticed in the video I had to go back and loosen some up, because some of these joints don't quite come together perfectly unless you keep everything loose, and at the very end go tighten them all up. And after it's done, it's not the rock steady, most stable thing on earth, but once you screw down see, it's got holes here, so I'm gonna go get some screws at Home Depot here in a minute, or Lowe's, and mount that bad boy on there. And then this has got holes here where I can put some screws and screw down into the plywood. So that should help really steady it up. I actually bought some rollers, thinking that maybe I would install those down in this leg, or maybe mount this on another board and then have these, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. These tools aren't that heavy. I can pick them up, move them around, shove them in the back, and then pull them out when I need them. That's the main thing. Is I'm just trying to organize a little bit so I can get to my stuff. And then I'll probably put a bin or a couple tool bags underneath with all the tools for each tool on that shelf under there. So I mean, I don't even have this thing secure. It's just being held in by the corners, and that was quite a chore getting that in there, because the opening out here wasn't as big as that is, but I was able to bend it and finagle it and make it a little smaller than the size to get it fit in there. Anyway, having fun up here at the shop on a Sunday, and just thought I'd share. There, guys. Actually, I'll probably turn the camera back on when I'm all done with these two, and let you see what they look like. Cool. Later. Okay, so I promised I'd show you when I was all done. Here's what I've got. Here's the first one I built. I've got my disc sander on it. Now have room for extra stuff and router bits, sandpaper. I guess the router bits belong over here now, don't they? Over here, the second one I built has the router table. This one turned out really great. The first one, I got to go back and loosen a few screws and wobble it a little bit, because it got out of kilter. So got a little tweaking on it. I need to get it so it's level. Anyway, it sure is going to be nice not to have to pick these up and set them on a desktop somewhere, or countertop somewhere, and use them, or squat down on the ground and use them. So Pretty handy. I think they were like 39 bucks at Harbor Freight, and then a couple pieces of spare plywood laying around for a shelf and for a top. Pretty quick and easy. One other thing I did while I was messing around today is I built a rolling base for my bandsaw. So there you go. Fun times. I'll keep making my shop a little more easier so I can use these tools a little more often. I haven't used that router table in a couple of years. I know there's a bunch of parts for it upstairs I need to go grab. So it's a fun little tool. So I need to get back to using it, and now I can. Alright, until next time guys. Later.